Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to turn your hair from this into this. So first things first, I'm not a trained hairdresser. So yeah. This is just how I cut my hair. This is how I've cut my hair for the last 10 years. There are probably other techniques out there. I've had my hair cut many different ways by many different hairdressers. I used to have the same hairdresser until I was about 13, and then I got a different hairdresser every time, and I was never happy with what I got. So I've been cutting my own hair for about 10 years now, and I know my own hair, I know how I like my hair, and yeah, cutting your own hair is a really scary thing. If it's your first time doing it, do it when you've got a couple of days off, so that if you do mess up, you know, you could run to a hairdresser and get them to fix it for you. But generally speaking, it's pretty foolproof to trim your own hair, to cut your own fringe, to colour your own hair if you follow the instructions and don't think, oh, I'll just leave it on an extra 10 minutes longer because I want it to be blonder. No, you might fry your hair or your scalp or whatever. So yeah, when it comes to hair dye and stuff, follow the instructions unless, you know, you're using a vegetable dye, and then it's not too harmful. But anyways, off topic. So the things you're going to need for this is you're going to need a spray-on conditioner, a hairbrush, hair ties, hair clips, and hair shears. All of which you can get in Boots, and it will cost you less than the average haircut. Last time I got my hair cut, it cost me £37. Most expensive thing out of this is the hair shears. They're between £12 and £15, and they come in a pack of 2. You get the plain shears, and you can also get a pair of thinning shears in a pack of 2 for like £15.50. So it's a great deal, and they last like years before they get blunt. So first things first, we're going to brush the hair out. I like to leave my hair until it's dirty before I cut my hair, because then you know how your hair actually is going to sit, whereas if your hair is squeaky clean, it can either be a bit too bouncy or a bit too limp, whereas this has had a couple of days to get all like texturized and how I like it. So yeah, first things first, I'm going to brush out my hair, and this is where the leave-in conditioner comes in because my hair is a bit scraggly. If you want, you could just use water. That's usually what the hairdresser uses, I think. I just like to use leave-in conditioner, and you know, you're conditioning at the same time. You just spend the last half hour brushing your hair. My hair gets really tangly and knotty, so especially like under here, as I mentioned before, my hair gets really tuggy and matte, and yeah, and I have a lot of hair as well, so it's kinda, you know, my hair is a hassle sometimes. See, it's already starting to tug itself together. But anyways, now part the top of the head. I like to part mine in the center when I'm cutting my hair, just for ease. It's not so bad if it's like a little off center, because my face is a little off center. Feel free to comment as you will, but I do know that my face is off center, especially my nose. It goes a little to the left. If you haven't noticed, you're probably going to be staring at it now. My nose does a little bit, like this nostril's lower than this nostril, and the tip of my nose points a little to the left, and my right eye's bigger than my left eye, and yeah, my face is a bit fucked. But whatever. It's just the way I was born. But anyways, so part the hair and try and get it in a smooth line all the way down the back if you can. You can get someone to help you with this if you want to. I've never had anyone help me with this because my mom thinks I'm stupid for cutting my own hair. Most people think I'm stupid for cutting my own hair, but I'll be damned if I'm paying £35 every 4 weeks to get a damn haircut. Not to mention I don't actually have the time to go get my hair cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pleat both sides of my hair. It doesn't have to be a particularly tight one. Just your standard pleat. And leave like a good 3 inches of hair loose at the bottom. God, check the roots on that. It's ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. Okay. Do that one again. Got a bit puffy at the top. Okay, and as you can see, the ends of my hair are a bit straw-like, which is why I need to trim my hair. So I'm going to tilt it down a little bit and you're going to get a nice boob view there. Okay, so I've got a bin right here, because Nick's just hoovered the floor and you'll go a bit mental if I make a mess. So what I'm going to do is trim about 1.5 inches, roughly, off of each side. And I'm just going to take scissors and cut as straight a line as you can. I mean, the hair moves. Especially when it's such a thick wad. And then match it up to the other side. I learned this technique roughly by watching my hairdressers give me layers. This is how they sort of match up the hair on either side of your head, except instead of holding it down here, they hold it above your head. I'm sorry if you can hear the cat meowing. He can't work out where I am, and so he's just gonna meow like a little lost puppy. So that's that for now. And we're just going to unravel that and see where we are. And evidently this side's gone a bit messed up. So we're just going to take that big hunk and twist it. And chop it. I don't mind my hair being like uneven. It gives it that little bit of a lived-in look. I hate seeing people walk around with like blunt hair. Yeah. So to finish it off, just going to take random sections of hair. And this is how my hairdressers have always finished my hair. And further perpetuate the unfinished look. Just take random sections and twist. You can take small sections, big sections. It doesn't really matter. Just gives it that lived-in look. And obviously if you wanted to add layers, you could repeat the like section off your hair and say, you know, pleat this part of your hair and then cut it higher and then do the twist process. And it's an easy, almost foolproof way of cutting your own hair. There we go. Let's do one last. Big twists. And try not to cut yourself when you do this. There you go, and that's your quick and easy way to trim your hair. Okay, so now I'm going to trim my fringe, which as you can see is like all the way down here, touching my chin. Not hip. Do people still say hip? I don't know. So I'm just going to gather my hair and sort of waggle it about so that all the loose bits come out. And then just tie it back out the way. Now I don't want all of this hair in my fringe because it'll be so super thick and ridiculous. I used to have this uber full fringe when I was a kid. Check out the emo-ness. Yeah, I used to have this uber full fringe when I was a kid and I hated it. And it would get like really long and really thick. I swear it started way back here. That's how full my fringe used to be. I hated it. It's better to start thin and thicken it up than it is to start with a really thick fringe. Okay, so now you've separated the section of hair that you want to be part of your fringe. And what we're going to do is take a little extra out. And section off and make a triangle shape like this. And the top here will have more hair, so it'll be fuller in the middle and spread out, and it'll just sit nicer. Try and get your triangle as even on both sides as possible. That'll do for me. And what I'm going to do is just take the scissors loosen up the hair a little and twist to the left and cut straight across. And this will give you a starting point for your fringe. I know it looks so super long. To be honest, I could just leave it at that, but it's just too long. So I'm gonna do it again. Again, just cut straight along. And now I have my desired length. Next, I'm just going to take a mirror and I'm going to tidy up. You guys might want to zoom in for this part. I'm scared. I'm so scared right now. It's still a bit too long, actually. Actually, it's just a little bit too still long. It's actually still a little bit too long for me. So I'm just gonna and just to give it an uneven finish, God, my leg's covered in hair now. I'm actually, for the most part, quite happy with this now. Just gonna be very freaking careful with scissors around your eyes. I assume I don't need to stress that. Scissors, eyes, careful. Just kind of tidy it up a little. I'm just going to take my powder brush and wipe away. Here's your newly trimmed hair, newly cut fringe, and you saved yourself £35. And that was one of the cheap salons. I know some people who pay 70 quid just to get their hair cut, never mind coloured and stuff. So yeah, this has just saved you £70 or 35 depending on your salon. And yeah, you can put these away in a safe place for next time. Once you wash and style your hair, obviously it will look a lot nicer and tidier and stuff than it will now, because as you can tell, my fringe is still trying to do this because that's how it's been sitting all day. But yeah, and you may also find once you wash your hair and style your hair, you might have a few out of place hairs. Just go back with the scissors and tidy up and it'll be fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful, and if there's anything you want to know, feel free to ask. If there's anything I didn't explain properly, feel free to ask. Again, I stress, I'm not a trained professional. I've just been cutting my own hair for 10 years, and I get asked about it, and I figured I'd do a video on it. And if you give it a try, then let me know how it goes. But just remember, even I mess up sometimes, so if you mess up in your first time, it's not the end of the world. It can always be fixed by a professional. And yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment below if you give this a go, let me know how it goes, and I will see you later. I'm gonna go wash my hair and de-hair my clothes now. See you later. Bye bye.